We had a problem, I think 2 or 3 nights ago. This always backfires, but it's like the easy move. We're like, can we please finish this movie? And then it's like, it's going to be like 45 minutes to an hour after their normal bedtime. And then, we're like, well, let's skip bedtime then. Let's go straight to bed. And that's always a problem. And then they're just like, I wanted to talk. Like, I thought that we would. I'm like, yeah, I know, but you made a deal with the fucking devil, bro. Okay, so record the intro now.
So what did Milkless? Because I think we start with the name.
Two dads. We love our kids, but then we also need them to know that we're like pretty cool and it's not like a wimpy podcast. So, hey, hey, Milkless.
Hey, welcome. Hey,
Milkless. Call the audience, Milkless. What's up, Milkless? Max coming at you.
What if that's it? That's our first take.
You had something that just happened like 5 or 10 minits ago you wanted to share?
Well, since ostensibly we're doing a podcast about parenting and trying to be honest about things, I just put my kid to bed and it went so shitty. Big crying fight. I'm so mad I gotta walk out of the room while she's crying. She's just been hard lately. She's
anything you can attribute it to? Or do you want to...
I don't know. I think she's, it seems like she always feels like she's getting gypped. Is that a racist thing to say now? She's getting the short end.
It's against gypsies, possibly.
I have nothing against gypsies. Let's say she feels like she's getting the short end of the stick. And no matter how much I try to fucking show up with some fun thing, she's like, but what about this? And as soon as I say, I just can't stop fucking arguing with her these days. And I think her little sister is 19 months now, and she's just gotten real stubborn and oppositional. And she's kind of causing trouble now, but she's so cute. She can't help it. And there's some about that's going on. Maybe we're being too critical to the point of this episode. I do think we sometimes get in cycles where my wife and I just fucking on her, and then she's just ready for a fight. But God damn,
were you in a rushed bedtime at all? Did you need
No, dude. I was not. Tonight was good. She came out here and helped me set up this whole room. We put up all the lights together. It was a blast. It was kind of a treat. She got to plug stuff in.
But then she just didn't want to go. She's like, what if I stay up like that?
No, we go back. We're good. It was all the dumbest shit ever. She's I said something and she copied me. And then I said, let's not copy Dad right now. And very quietly, she said, let's not copy Dad right now. And I was like, and I kind of gave her a look, and she's like, yeah, I've asked you to be patient with me. I was like, baby, I'm being come on. That's just rude to do. You're going to get a look. And then, I don't know, she wanted to we always watch a video on the phone while we brush our teeth, but she wanted to look at my phone while I chose the video. And she always ends up pointing at shit and asking what's this? What's this? And so we've talked about it a million fucking times. And then she just starts telling me I don't trust her to look at the phone and not touch it. And next thing you know, just my voice is louder than it normally is, and she's crying, and I just can't figure out how to not be in a fight with her these days. It's so frustrating, and neither one of us want to be. She's brought it up. She's like, we're fighting too much.
Yeah.
It just fucking sucks. I don't know. It feels like she's just wants to argue her case constantly, and
Have you leveled with her and let her know I'm feeling upset I'm feeling lately
being pretty fucking rough out there, kid. Yeah. Tonight what I said to her is I know things have not been as fun lately between us, between her and her mom too. Same stuff. I was texting with my wife about it tonight, and she's like, we were just trying to figure it out, basically, because she's feeling the exact same thing. I have some of the same guesses about the baby, who's not a baby anymore. But anyways, I was like, I know we're not having that good a time right now. I'm really trying to make changes. I need you to also really be trying to make changes, because you've got some responsibility in this too. But it's hard because when I'm mad, I don't I don't articulate what I feel is her part of it as nicely as when I'm calm. It just comes out as you keep doing this, So anyways, I do think it's this cycle, and I think I don't think it is totally unrelated to critique. I think that like when she gets like this, I just find myself on her more and more. And then she somehow finds herself feeling like life just isn't fair.
Mm-hmm.
I think because we're on her. And it's hard to break that fucking pattern. Because yeah.
Well, yeah, like something I pulled today, I think it was on Emily Oster's site, but something that you've said to me before is just like, especially like kids who are highly articulate. It's like we use a lot of words to describe things, and like, hey, you know, do you see how this is happening? A lot of times 5, 6 years old, like they can't see that type of stuff or something. Like they can't put the pieces together like we can.
Yeah.
So it's almost like weirdly like, for lack of a better term, like dog training or like Pavlovian, you know, like they can't be reasoned with. You know, it's more like, like to you, what you always say to me, like what's at the root of it? Is it more one-on-one time because the baby's growing and taking up more share? Is it just calling out the dynamic and like saying, look, let's see what we can do tonight, as if it's like a game or something, if you know it's coming.
We do sometimes. We used to say bok bok, because I don't know, for some reason we thought that was funny, like a chicken. If we felt it going that way, it would be like bok bok chicken. And then sometimes that would diffuse it. That's been good for us. I think you're right. I think it's like we can talk about that dynamic, and I think I do think she's old enough to like work on it, but there's some underlying stuff going on where she just feels like things aren't fair to her right now. And like, I feel like that's what I got to figure out. Cause and I don't quite exactly know what it is. I think like on some basic level, as our youngest just starts to assert herself more in the family, even just saying like, now, then tonight, just to add insult to injury, I'm lying on the bed with my youngest, my daughter's bed, and she doesn't have a diaper on. She's got a diaper rash going. And then she's just sitting on my oldest daughter's bed. And my wife and my daughter are in the room, and she starts going, poo poo, poo poo. And we're like, oh God, wait. And it wasn't poo poo, but then I was just like, oh, my shoulder's wet. She confuses poo poo and TT. So she had just peed all over the bed and my arm. And like in my daughter's bed, so you got to change the sheets. And she's like, she peed in my bed, and we're like, yeah, it sucks. It sucks for us too. We got to change the sheets. Anyways, but I derailed myself. I think what is happening is that like my youngest is just like asserting her personhood and her will more and her preferences, and she has like taken this next leap up into like being a member of the family. And I think it's just crowding on my oldest daughter's space, and she feels like it's fucked up. And so she's an asshole to me and her mom.
Yeah. I mean, that's like, I think that's a normal progression. Like, and just thinking back right around when all of our younger kids were 18 months, the older kids it's like, you know, it's crowded in there. It's like trying to get on the, like Babe in the movie, the little piglet trying to get on the teat. Yeah. Like it's just hard to get in there, because before, when it's a baby, maybe there's a little bit of like jealousy in there because of the time is being taken up. But to your point, they're not like an actual like person. They're just they're a life form. Yeah. And once they kind of enter into personhood, and then this thing that was like, oh, look at your little sister, the little baby. It's like a moving doll. Yeah. Now it's like, can interrupt, can like hold court, can like, hey, yeah. It's like, oh, everybody let's look at, what does she want to say? What do you want to say? And now it's like, I got to wait for this.
Because they're so fucking cute at that age. Our youngest looks like Jack from The Incredibles. It's like, she's so goddamn cute right now. And she's just like getting salty, and she's starting to be funny on purpose. You know how they start to like give you like looks where they're like, this is a funny move. Totally. It's a different game than when they're babies. And I said, so my daughter's being an asshole to me and her mom, and like, I'm happy. I mean, she is, but also like, we're not responding to it as well as we need to be. But part of the hard part is like that leap in my youngest has also just happened to the two of us. So suddenly I got two kids who are both like saying no and like telling each other to like smack me as hard as they can. I'm like,
so
you have more patience for both of you right now?
Less energy, higher workload, and a slightly more difficult older child who's going through something themselves, and you need to have more time to like be patient about wanting to look at the videos, and it's just like it's a lot, man.
Yeah, you know, one other thing that has skyrocketed is her asking for her and my mom to look at her. She's been doing a lot of cartwheels and handstands, and like I get asked to watch so many cartwheels and handstands every day, and there's some kind of just like trying to like hold on to the space that she has in our family or something. Ooh, gosh, that's so tough for her too. But man, it manifests in some ways that are hard to not fight with.
Yeah, that is tough. But like to really step outside, like because I'm not in it, and you probably still have like slightly heightened cortisol levels from the whole ordeal.
Yeah. We had some feelings tonight at my house.
And like the fact that I'm not there, and again, I could be over speaking because I don't know what the lead up is, but it likely comes back to just like taking the time to like, when you have no more energy left, no more time left, and just being like, yo, like, you want to, like, you having a hard time? Do you want to chat about looking at the videos? Like, it's just like, literally, you're like, bro, can we just put on the pajamas, brush the fucking teeth? But it's like, that's when it is like the get down on the knee.
Yeah.
Hey, not because when it just keeps adding up, and like maybe you do one of those. Oh, hey, honey, yeah, we're not going to look at the videos because I'm going to pick them. We've talked about it a bunch. Okay, cool. And then it like happens again. It's like, I wanted to do the toothpaste. It's like, oh, okay, like it's a death by 1,000 cuts, and then you just like fucking lose it. But like, isn't the answer just like
more attention, like more focused attention? Yeah. And I actually wonder too, because it's hard these days to do it, just like when we're in school and, like I get home like a little before dinner, and then I'm trying to see both the girls and help both of them get ready for bed. Anyways, I wonder if there's an opportunity to like create time that is specific for that too. Like if we started doing talking again, if we started going back to the bedroom a little earlier, getting ready, whatever, and then we just like have some time where we're just totally focused on each other one-on-one. And like create that as, because right now we're like reading and I'll sing her a few songs, but we're not like, I don't know, we're not like
connecting deeply.
Yeah.
For example, like we had a problem, I think 2 or 3 nights ago. This always backfires, but it's like the easy move. I'm like, can we please finish this movie? And then it's like, it's going to be like 45 minutes to an hour after their normal bedtime. And then, we're like, well, let's skip bedtime then. Let's go straight to bed. And that's always a problem. And then they're just like, I wanted to talk. Like, I thought that we would. I'm like, yeah, I know, but you made a deal with the fucking devil, bro. Like,
bro. I mean, what's hilarious about it is like, go straight from the extremely exciting, shining blue light and then to sleep. That's like, they can't do it. They couldn't do it if they wanted to.
All right. So that's like a self-inflicted wound there. So I have now made a new rule that like, even if we're going to stay late, I'll tell them we're going straight to bed. But then I'll always be like, we'll do one song just to have some sort of wind down. Yeah. But then even then they're like, I would never have done it. Like, I told you at 6:30 we can go down and have long bedtime. Yeah. Anyway, it's not easy, but it usually comes down to just like,
I swear with a kid, if you're like 2/3 of the way into a movie they like, you could tell them like, I will finish this movie with you, but at the end of it, I am going to cut off your pinky toe. And they'd be like, let's fucking go. Like they'd want to finish that movie so hard. There's kind of nothing. They're totally unable to weigh the lack of the bedtime routine. Yeah. They're just like, let us finish.
I honestly don't know where they get it because you and I don't have a problem with stopping watching television at night.
It's weird, frankly. Probably from their moms.
Yeah.
This This episode of Milkless is brought to you by Viola Archer in the case of the Purple Martin. Thank you. Bye.